Hello everyone, my name is Kanwal Ali and I'm a physician assistant student pairing up with Power Up the PA Life community to present some video tutorials of completing the CASPA application. When I did my application back in 2021, I remember feeling the uncertainty and definitely the dread of completing the full application since I hadn't known how in-depth it would get. I had to take off of work and make sure I had a completely free schedule to finish my application from start to end. And so this is why I'm here today to provide some information about the application itself and how to navigate it, along with some of my personal tips that made me tackle this process with a bit more confidence and preparedness. So this first video, we'll be going over the first section of the CASPA application, which is the personal information section. Before we begin, I will say that prior to getting to this page, after making your account, you will get a prompt to select any school of your choice that you want to apply to. It could be any school and as many schools that you want to choose. And that will make the system render an application to be available to you to finish it. You can also see your CASPA ID on the top right, which you'll use for different things such as ordering transcripts, completing secondaries, and on and on. So I definitely recommend to keep this on hand, written down, so you don't have to keep logging into the website to see it. You can also see this help icon, which will redirect you to the Q&A site of CASPA, and it was very helpful and has all the information you need during this process. So I'll also go over these tabs quickly. So here on this tab, you can add all the programs of your choice. The programs currently listed are programs whose cycle is currently open. So if you're looking to apply to a specific program and you see that it's not listed here, it either means the deadline has passed or that they have a later start date, hence it won't be listed just yet. So you can use the filters right here, and I personally always had checked off past and future programs. I just like to keep my options open, so I definitely recommend having that done. And you can go by organization name, by state, the deadline, the start term that you're looking for, and the delivery of the actual program, whether it's hybrid or on campus. Here, once you do have your schools listed, they will all update on this page and you can see the progress tracker. Once you have done all of the sections, as well as all of the specific sections for each school, you will then go ahead and submit it, and it also shows you the fees associated with each program. Once you've done that, you can click on Check Status, and here you'll see whether it will be verified or not. So you will see here when CASPA does verify your application after submitting it. So let's go back and let's get started with the first section. So the first section is the release statement. It is the typical terms and conditions that you will be filling out your application with honesty and integrity. Definitely go over this, and of course it's something that you would agree to. You will save and continue and proceed to the next section. The next section is all your biographic information. Very, very easy. You fill it out. Just going to go over it with you. So after each section, once you save and continue, it'll prompt you to go to the next section. So this first section is quite self-explanatory. You fill out all of your information. Let's go back up. You have your citizenship. You have your race and ethnicity. Your family information, you will go ahead and click Add Parent or Guardian and put in their information as well. And save and continue. You can always add more than one person as well. For environmental factors, you will have to write a description of your childhood residency. For me personally, I had written how my family and I, which were 5 members in total, we had lived in a very small apartment and we had survived through roof collapses and house fires. Just a little bit of a description how, because I am a first-generation student, me and my siblings wanted to do something that would have a greater effect in our future. So you have some other information which will include language proficiency. So you're going to go ahead and do all this information, and I want to get to the COVID-19 essay. Some schools may mandate an essay, some schools may not, but during my application cycle, COVID had really impacted my ability to get some hours, clinical hours, and shadowing. Though I was able to conquer that, I did get some hours and I was able to get shadowing. I definitely recommend to have some sort of information in this section, even if it was something personal, which they do indicate all of these, if it was professional or if it was something academic. During the pandemic, my classes had moved online halfway through the semester, and I had gotten sick with COVID for the first time during that semester, and I had really struggled with my grades. So that was something I wanted to reflect at that time. I would highly suggest you to indicate if there was anything that COVID had impacted on your pathway to being a PA, just as it's indicated right here. So once you've reviewed all this information, all of these will have this check mark, like on this first release statement. I hope that helps to get some overview on the first section of the CASPA application.